So what I feel like saying is about an important aspect of life, which is gratitude. So what is the dictionary meaning of gratitude? So if you find out in dictionary, you will find that this word means that it is the quality of being thankful. So whatever somebody does for you, you are highly thankful from within and you reciprocate in the same manner. So that is the meaning of gratitude. Now, why gratitude is so important, or why I took this topic? Certain things I will share related to what I have experienced in this particular aspect, and why it is important because what I have learned is that gratitude fixes everything in your life, or the most of the things. So, if you talk about in terms of, there are certain universal laws according to which each and every aspect of a life works. And when you are aligned with these laws, you will find your life to be more coherent and more in a way that you want to live your life by. One of the law being is there is what we call as the law of gratitude. We says that the law is equal and opposite flow. So whatever you do, it comes back to you. So it is as simple as that, but it is very, very powerful. And it is the easiest way, or it is a natural way to receive a flow of abundance. So whatever if you want in your life, you want to have in your life, you can receive that only by showing that gratitude towards that person, or it may be any relationship, or it may be any other person, or even to the creator or God or to the universe. Because the moment you have this flow of gratitude, you will find that things are being reciprocated in the same manner. A prime example being like when a shot is being fired. So there is a recoiling effect that happens. So whatever you do, there is an effect that comes back. Now, how I see or how I have understood it is that so whatever we do in our life, so we all want to have a good, great, and happy life, and somewhere wealthy too. So whatever you want to have in your life, whether it be related to health, it be related to relationship, it be related to finances, or any other aspect, you will find that there are certain things that forces it to go ahead, or it makes the flow very easy, and there are certain resistances which comes up. Now let me share an example. Now when we are into that space, when we talk about in terms when we are thankful to any person who has done something in a life, maybe small or great, then you will see that the moment you reciprocate to that person, or to the universe, or to the creator, or even to God, you will find there is a feeling of good effect that comes by. There is a feeling of happiness that is there in you, and you want to be into that state. Because the more and more you want to be happier, the more you will find that you are into that zone. And when you are into that zone, you will find that things are more coherent and in the way you feel like doing things. Now it is similarly opposite when you are unthankful to any person or to the creator. Now sometimes it happens that there are certain things which you want from the creator or God or the universe, and you have an initial success, and after receiving that initial success, you're so elated into that bubble that you discontinue going ahead with this attitude of gratitude. And what happens that it flips over there, it cuts over there, so there is a resistance that starts up. It is similarly that when we receive electricity, so the main source where electricity comes, it has a huge power. But there are certain resistances that are there, so that the moment it comes to our home or house, you will find that the power of that energy is not to that level what it used to have. So these are the resistances that happens. Similarly, in our life also, whenever we are unthankful, so these resistances comes up. So when resistances comes up, you will find the things uncomfortable or discomfortable for you, or things are not so happy for you, or it is more disappointing for you. And the moment you are dissatisfied, you will find that it has an effect in you internally. And when you see things, when you do things in a fashion which are more dissatisfied, you will attract more and more dissatisfaction in your life. So when you attract more and more dissatisfaction because it is within you, you will see that it is remitting, or the reflection is of the same wavelength. So now when things are more into that sphere, the more dissatisfaction level you attract. On the contrary, on the other hand, if it is more like you are harmonious with yourself, you are happy within, you will find that whatever you are doing, it is more amicable, more soothing, more good for you. And the more you are good within, you will reflect the same goodness outside, and you will attract more and more of such things. So it is a correlation directly what you are within, what you reflect, and what comes back to you. So gratitude becomes a very, very key component, a very, very key aspect of the life, which fixes everything and also which helps one to get receive, or it helps you to receive what you want in your life, in whatever aspect you want or in whatever field you want. So whether it be a small thing that has been done or it is a great thing that has been done, so be very thankful to people or to the creator who has provided you. And the biggest thing that happens is that wherever you are right now, if you are thankful to that, the creator, to yourself also, you will find that you are more into that mode of acceptance. When you are into that mode of acceptance, then you will reflect the same things. When you are reflecting the same things, you will find attracting more and more of that. So it is not less, it is more of. So gratitude helps you to get more of your life, right? I'd like to share a small thing over here, the experience which I have. For this, first of all, I would like to be highly or in deep gratitude to my mentor who taught me this and who paved me through this process. So, when I did this process of gratitude in the way he said, so the person with whom I did this, so he was a person who played a very, very crucial and important and critical role in my life. Or if I say, it has been a sea of changes that had happened when I met this particular person, and the teachings and learnings which he gave, or the coaching which he gave to me, has helped me to become a very, very different person later on. And he is Group Captain Tapadev Rudra. Right now he is 80 years old. So 20 years after, I went to him and did this process of gratitude. And you know what happened? The experience was outstanding. I never thought of that it would shape in this way. So while I was saying things to him, how deeply I am, even today and will always be, from within, the thankfulness. I never expected that type of a reaction that would come up from myself, that came up from within. It was tears in my eyes, and the more I spoke, the more tears it came up. And thereafter, I could see that there was a shift in my mind that has happened. And the moment there was a shift, I felt so calm, at peace. The clarity it gave me was immense. The joy which came up was immense. So I shared this experience with my mentor, to which he said two things I would like to share with you too. So I'd like to quote what he said from one of the modern day positive psychologist, who is Seligman. So I'd like to read it out. So what he said to me is from Seligman's uh, what Seligman said about this particular aspect is that form showing acknowledgement, contributing to somebody else, has the largest impact physically, mentally, emotionally on your body. Any form of happiness that happens. So, what he said to me is that you experience that because there is a direct correlation that happens. The second thing which he said about a 1,000-year-old philosopher Plato, and quoted a couple of his lines over there. Hear me out. So, what he said, Plato said, is opinion is really the lowest form of human knowledge. It requires no accountability and no understanding. So you will find this tons and tons on the internet, various sort of opinions. And what he further said, Plato said, the highest form of knowledge is empathy, for it requires to suspend our egos and live in another person's world. It requires profound purpose larger than yourself. So my mentor said that the moment I had this discussion with him, so there was a lot of empathy that happened between us. And it was the highest form of communication that happened, the highest form of knowledge. And thereafter, I took a lot of actions and steps. I could see that there is a flow of things that I could do after that. So the more and more experience I had about this particular process, it has enabled me to do more and more things. It has created a lot of shift that has happened. A 10, 15, 20 minutes exercise can be a life changing for your life. And you never know how things will happen and which direction it will lead you to. Obviously, the better part of life. So I'd recommend to all of you to do this exercise with the person who has been instrumental or who has done certain things good for you or who has influenced your life in a way that has helped you to make your life better. So go and thank that person and say things from your heart, from your core, and just see the experience what happens. If it is possible, meet the person one on one. If it is not, have a video call or else have a telephonic call, but just do it. It will be a shift that will happen. I can guarantee that. So if ever you have experienced this, please comment in the comment box, or whenever you do this exercise, whatever experiences you get, kindly comment. And I hope that this discussion with you helps you out in your life and makes your life better. So thank you so much. So my name is Sandeep Kumar Sarkar, and I am a coach and trainer by profession, where I help people to understand and know what they really want, and help to anchor those things. so that they can have a much more fulfilled and enriched life. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you so much.